Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. 10 out of Jake, man, I'm rocking with y'all like y'all rocking with me. A lot of y'all were asking me and DMing me like, how do you pull a female CO? How do you pull a female nurse? What can you do to make yourself stand out when you're in an environment where everybody is dressed the same haircut, same everything, right? Same routine. How can you stand out? How can you make yourself look different? There's a couple of things you can do. Obviously, working out, taking care of yourself. When you pay money for fresh uniforms like Fresh Blues, Super Mop, Crease 'em, all that, right? You got shoes on. It's almost like there's a social class still in prison. If you see somebody with a chain, with a watch, with a ring, whatever it is, that value is extremely high in prison. And you usually only see certain types of people wearing jewelry in prison. You gotta have a lot of respect for that because people are gonna try you and people are gonna try you consistently. I knew somebody, I'm not gonna say his name. He's one of the OGs that schooled me on a lot of things. He's doing a life sentence. He killed 2 people inside of prison. They tried to rob him for the chain that he had. They thought it was soft because he had glasses. He took the knife, killed the guy that tried to rob him. In the second situation, the guy ran down on him, but he had one, and he ended up overpowering the other guy. So he went into prison with 10 years. Now he's got life. I think he actually has 2 life sentences. But one thing that you can do, and really anybody can do it, it's not anything crazy, it's not anything that's gonna necessarily make you a target, is you can make cologne. And I figured out how to do this at Appalachia CI. Nobody told me this or put me up on beat. So what you need to make prison cologne is a spray bottle, which you're gonna have to get a hookup for this. Like, I don't even know how we got the one that we had. Bimba's people, this is when I was bunkies with Bimba. Shout out to bro, he's doing his workout thing on Instagram. Y'all check out bro. But one of his people more or less got the spray bottle. I don't know how the hell. I don't know if it came from the bubble or whatever where the COs is at and somebody got a hookup, whatever. But we got the spray bottle. The second thing that you need is the cologne. So we got this Jimmy Choo shit. Now this came out of a magazine and that's the same way that we got it inside of prison. Somebody had got a magazine. And you know, when someone gets a magazine in the mail, right, it's crazy because there's certain people that magazines are their hustle. So when the mail comes, you'll see the CO come in with the stack of mail, but he'll have the magazines too. And everybody's waiting to see who's finna get a magazine. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, like a modeling magazine. It doesn't matter if it's a celebrity magazine, a sports. Everybody wants in on it, clothes. Everybody wants to see what it is. You know what I mean? So when we find out whose name it is, people are automatically calling that place. Yo, I got first on that. Yo, I got second. Yo, I got third. And bro, whose magazine it is, that's how he makes his money. Like, he might charge you and whatever it is to look at the magazines and shit. But we stepped the buddy first who fucked with us. And he had the cologne strips inside of it. He had a few of them. So he gave me one. I was like, I bet, you know, I'm finna do something with this. Because at the time, I had really like souped up blues. Me, Bimba, Goo, all of us had like the illest blues. Pretty much every blood on the compound had a fresh ass uniform. A couple of them shits. Like, we stayed fresh on the compound. That's just how it was. I had Air Force Ones. Like, we was stunting in this bitch. But I got the cologne strip, and I'm like, how am I gonna make this work? I go back into the cell, I'm talking to Bimba, I'm standing on the wall, he on his bunk, and I can see the lockers, you know, under the bunk that he's on because that's where the lockers are at. They're under his bunk. It's like concrete that's dug in, and it's got 2 lockers that open up. And I see the spray bottle, we spray the room after we smoking shit, and I'm like, yo, bro, let me use that shit. I think I can make something. So he like, what's up? What you trying to do? This is how I made it. You're gonna need the spray bottle, you're gonna need the cologne, and you're gonna need hot water. Now watch this. So boom, we're gonna get this hot water going. Now in prison, we obviously don't have shit like this, but our little hot water faucet, it will get hot enough to it's almost like boiling. So we're just gonna run this until it's almost boiling water, and then we're gonna cut it off. We don't want it to be too hot because it's gonna melt the plastic, but you wanna get it hot enough that it's gonna soak out all the cologne out of the strip. So boom, we're gonna let that chill. It's plenty hot. We're gonna take this time to go ahead and rip the strip. So you pretty much just wanna take the piece of paper and rip off the straight cologne piece that we're gonna be using. This is all that we need right here. This is where the smell's at. So we're gonna take this hot water and put it inside of our little spray bottle that we got. Now you really don't want that much. That's enough to get it done. And then we're gonna drop our cologne in here. And we're gonna let it sit just like that. We're gonna let it sit for like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, whenever it really cools down, and then you're good to go. And that is how you make your prison cologne. So how I used to do it is I would keep my 2 other uniforms that I'm not wearing under my mat. I had them in a piece of cardboard, and it keeps them flat, it keeps them creased. I had creases down the pants, I had creases down the shirt. Now the one that I'm gonna wear the next day, I take on my cologne, I spray it down. It smells so good. And I would leave it a little bit damp. I would let the shirt be just a little bit damp, put it over, wait till the next day. When I wake up, I put my uniform on, I can feel it's still a little bit damp. When I come out in that early morning, we gotta line up for call outs, my shirt is hitting that sun and it's just radiating the smell. All you can smell is the cologne. So when you gotta walk up and get searched, if you got a dude, he gonna hate like, inmate, why you smell like that? I'm like, what you talking about? Say that's soap. Stop bullshitting with me. You got a female, she going, you know, she might pat you down a little extra, you feel me? She like, ooh, what is that? You know what it is. You know what it is. You can peep it. She can't say it because there's other CEOs around. And then I'll go off into school and I got female teachers. I'm hanging out. It's how you present yourself. If you put in the effort, they're going to peep the effort. But hey, that's how you make prison cologne. It's 10 out of Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Till next time.